Did you know that more than 1 million people are visiting the website Zillow every single day? Did you know that it's millions and millions per month and they are one of the most successful websites on the internet for real estate investing? Well, I'm here to tell you that they are, and I'm going to tell you exactly how to use them to find what you need. Let's go. I'm going to show you not only how to find motivated sellers on Craigslist, but how to find some hidden gems that most people don't even know about. Number 2, I'm going to give you a quick step-by-step on how to use the website and how to find them easily so you don't waste a lot of time. And number 3, I'm going to give you some tricks that I do now from my many years of success that you can use right now to beat the competition. So Zillow is a website, Zillow.com, that has lots of properties for sale. It has lots of properties for rent, and it's where people can go and find properties to buy. Now, this site is used so much by people looking to buy a new home, and I'm going to tell you why. That's because Zillow has an arrangement with most of what we call the MLS, multiple listing services. So all of the properties that the real estate agents in your local market have, they are on Zillow because Zillow has an agreement with all of these different MLS services, you know, the S stands for service, and they are able to pull all of those properties into one website. Now, Zillow has it, Realtor.com, Redfin, Trulia, I could go on and on. There's tons of websites, but Zillow is a really, really good one because so many people visit the website. But I'm going to tell you how you can use it to find motivated sellers. So the great thing about Zillow and why this is what you want to focus on is because of all of what Zillow now has. So Zillow is a website that has been around for many, many years, okay? At least 10 years, okay? And you can look at exactly when they were founded, but they are one of the top real estate companies. And that is because they have worked to improve their site. They have some great new features that are perfect, not just for people that want to buy a home, which is really what the website is designed for, okay? So just giving you some real information. Most of the people that visit Zillow are your typical home buyer, okay? Most of the people are, you know, first-time home buyers or second-time home buyers, people that, you know, want to buy a house or want to buy another house. That is the majority of people that visit Zillow. However, that has changed so much in recent years, and so many people do not even know all of the features that Zillow now has that you can use to your advantage. So, as I mentioned before, Zillow is pulling in all of the MLS information from pretty much all of the local markets. Now, I guess there's a few areas where they're not, you know, they don't have the agreement, but for almost everywhere in the United States, Zillow is a really good website to find properties. But it's not because the MLS, okay? Because remember, as a real estate investor, that is not what you want. You do not want just people that have a really beautiful home and they want retail money for it and it doesn't need any repairs and they want top dollar for it. As a real estate investor, that's not what you're looking for. We are looking for properties that have some distress, okay? They need to be fixed most likely, or the seller has some distress. They need to move out, they're in foreclosure, or they got relocated, or whatever happened. Those are the type of properties that we want as real estate investors, and that's how we make a ton of money. And so now Zillow is helping us too. They have added features where they are now pulling in court data. Yes, data from the court. So for example, when someone is in foreclosure, what happens, okay? Before they even go into foreclosure, all right, they're behind on their payments. The mortgage company is going to put what's called a notice of default. All right, so that means the person has defaulted on their mortgage. They're not in foreclosure yet. They are starting the process, but the person still lives in the home. This is what we sometimes refer to as pre-foreclosure, okay? And now Zillow has a section called pre-foreclosures, okay? So when you are literally doing your search of properties, there is a checkbox that most people know nothing about. And it says foreclosures and pre-foreclosures. And you literally can click that box. And what it is doing, it's pulling in the court data of people that had a notice filed, a notice of default, or a judgment or something from their lender. You know, every county, every municipality has a different name that they call it. But this is where Zillow is pulling the data. And this is perfect for real estate investors, okay? That's the first thing. And I have so many students that are making so much money by contacting those people and working a deal with them. Now, you could either work a deal with them where you get them to take their property off, or you help them sell the property, or they may even say, hey, how did you get my phone number? Don't worry about that. Remember, I teach you that type of stuff. But these are the people that you want to call because what's the situation? They are motivated. They have a property problem. Remember, if they are in foreclosure, if they are behind on their payments, then that means they need help. And you can call those people and be a solution to them. The second really, really fun thing that Zillow has to offer that is amazing for real estate investors is they actually allow homeowners, okay, if you just own a home and you wanted to sell the home yourself, okay, you literally can list your properties on Zillow. You don't have to be a real estate agent. So all of the properties that are in Zillow that you see, they are not all properties from the MLS. They are some of the properties, and you can do a search where you are just doing the people that listed the properties themselves, and you are talking directly to the property owners. And that is what you want, okay? We don't want to talk to real estate agents. We don't want to talk to property management companies, especially when you first get started and you're looking for motivated sellers. You want to talk to who? The seller. You want to talk to motivated sellers. So if the person has already put an ad out on Zillow saying that they want to sell the property themselves, they've already raised their hand and said they don't want to use a real estate agent. And there's probably a reason why. Either they don't have the money, they want to save the commission, or there's something wrong with the property. There's usually something going on there. And you can call them directly and find out and be dealing directly with the seller and have no middleman in between. And Zillow allows you to do that just by targeting the for sale by owners and the for rent by owners. The next thing, like I said, I've given you two really great features that you want to check out with Zillow and start searching. And you want to go ahead and just do it, okay? Do it, do it, do it. Go to Zillow right now and start searching. Start making a list of people, that properties and people that you see that fit the criteria that I gave you. And then start calling these people, okay? Usually, like I said, if they're for sale by owner or for rent by owner, their phone number is literally right there. All you have to do is call them. Additionally, what else do you have? You have their address. You literally can mail them a letter. You literally, if they're not too far from you, can put a flyer on their door. There's tons of different things that you can do, and you have the information right there. And they've already raised their hand and told you that they're motivated to sell. And then last but not least, like I said, call those people and then follow up, okay? I cannot say this enough. Follow up. They say the early bird gets the worm. Well, I'm going to tell you, the investor that follows up gets the deal, all right? And this is not hard to do. You just follow up with them. You just make up a reason to call them. So say you call them the first time and they're kind of standoffish because, hey, they want to just sell their house. And you call them back the next week. Just make up a reason. Hey, I was just driving by your house. Hey, I was just checking out to see. Hey, I got this new thing. Hey, I got this new product. Hey, I have somebody interested in buying your home. Whatever the situation is, you make up a reason to call them, but you gotta follow up. It's usually that second, third, and fourth touch of that person that gets you the deal. And there are so many motivated people on Zillow. Remember, they went there and they just listed their property. They were expecting maybe just a retail buyer. They may not be expecting someone like you calling, offering different things. So you may have to call them more than one time. But I'm telling you, I have tons of students doing this, tons of them making a lot of money. And Zillow is a free way to start getting deals. So go ahead, call them, and then follow up. Okay, so there you have it. I think I've told you all of the great things about Zillow, and you may have noticed that there were a few letters popping up throughout this video. If you can tell what those letters spell, go ahead and type them below in the comment box. Go ahead and type them. Remember, I read all of my comments, and I have a special surprise for you. I am going to pick a winner from the comment box below, and you're gonna get my course for free. So go ahead, type below the names or whatever that spell that you saw, and I will see you next time.